Welcome to Northeast Current. My name is Mike Toole, the Press Secretary, Safety Press Officer for PennDOT.
And my name is James May, Regional Press Director here at PennDOT. And we're here at what has been termed the Avoca Interchange Project. This is a $45 million project that we're doing with a number of elected officials, with PennDOT. There's a number of different organizations that are involved in this project. And we're going to be talking to a number of folks here today to talk about what this project is all about, the impact that it will have on the community, and how we got to this point. So we're glad that you joined us here on Northeast Current. We're here with Representative Mike Carroll, who represents this area. I know that we had our groundbreaking here the other day, and it seemed like everybody from the elected officials to Pennsy Supply to PennDOT was thanking you for your input in this. And I know that you were very actively involved in making this project come to fruition. Can you maybe talk about what it took to get this project up and running and how we got to where we are today?
Well, thank you, Jim, and it really did take a lot to get to where we are today, and it starts with the DuPont Borough officials, the mayor and the council, who were the participants as far as the local sponsor is concerned for the new road that'll connect to the Grimes Industrial Park. And so, of course, we have the DuPont officials to thank for their participation, and as well as the Greater Pittston Chamber of Commerce for their participation that dates back decades to when this project was first conceived. And then to add on to the list of folks that need to be thanked, the Bi-County Board of Commissioners, Lackawanna and Luzerne County Council now, as well as the folks at the airport, Barry Santini. All have been wonderful participants with the wonderful folks at PennDOT that led us to the implementation and the start of a wonderful highway project that will repair an existing structure, our interstate system, allow for safer movements on and off the interstate, as well as the traffic that'll be directed directly into the industrial park, relieving pressure on our state roads and the residential communities of DuPont and Avoca.
Now, you mentioned on a few different things that I think are important to emphasize. As you see the need for this, some people look and they say, okay, $45 million, that's a lot of money. Why are we putting it here? And you touched on a few things there. It will reduce traffic, you said. Where is that traffic? That's down in the DuPont area? Is that the truck traffic? Talk a little bit about that if you would.
Primarily in DuPont, but also on the 315 I-81 interchange area.
Okay.
Because of the flow of traffic from both the Grimes Industrial Park and Centerpoint and the enhanced activity, economic activity in those areas, this interchange project improvement, as well as the connector road, will allow for relief of pressure on the local roads in DuPont, Borough, and Avoca, but also on the state roads, 315 and Route 11, as well as relieving pressure on the 81 Pittston and DuPont exit, which is overtaxed at this point.
I think that's important because I've heard people reply to us and say, you're building this road, there's not traffic near the airport already. Why are you trying to relieve traffic at the airport? Essentially what we're doing is trying to bring traffic up here, it sounds like. The traffic that's driving through DuPont and some of those other areas, we're trying to bring it up here and bring it right through this area so that it relieves some of the backups that we're seeing in other areas. Is that a good assessment?
Especially at the 315-81 interchange. The traffic flow at that intersection is tremendous. The configuration of the roadway in that area cannot handle all the traffic that is generated, and the completion of this project will relieve pressure on that corridor, the 315 corridor, as it intersects with the interstate, as well as in the borough of DuPont primarily.
I know that you were talking with our project manager about this and that you've asked this question to make sure, and we'll talk with Chris in a little bit, but because there'll be so much truck traffic coming through here, to make sure we're bringing roundabouts in here. There's 3 new roundabouts, and I know that you were asking before to make sure that the roundabouts are designed properly so that they can handle that truck traffic that we'll be bringing up here, and I know that we'll be talking about that in a little bit. Another thing you brought up was the economic impact that we hope that this will have. This road, you said, will be going back to the Grimes Industrial Park. Mm-hmm. So obviously there must be some desire to promote economic development through this road. Maybe touch on that a little bit. Is that part of the rationale for why we're doing this?
Well, sure. I expect it to be the case that as we provide additional traffic movements that are easier and more convenient to the industrial park, it should create enhanced economic activity in the park, as well as job creation. And so we have a combination of things that are working in our favor here, and that is a safe movement of traffic on and off the interstate, as well as economic opportunities by virtue of the new highway that will connect into the Grimes Park that I hope hope will create economic activity and additional jobs. Not to mention preserving and making safe the movement of 2,800 folks who already work in the Grimes Park and the thousands more that work in the Centerpoint Park. As that traffic needs to progress north, whether it's commercial traffic, truck traffic, or whether it's passenger cars that are carrying employees, this project in its totality will make that movement safer.
And I guess when we look and we say we have the airport right here, we have the Grimes Industrial Park here, there's a lot of land back here that I think is underdeveloped at this point, and hopefully as this road comes in here and we have this roundabout and all of this activity in through here, it'll help spur some of that economic development.
I sure hope so, and of course, as you know, in Lackawanna and Luzerne counties, job creation should be a component of every major project, and so we have that benefit, not to mention the jobs that are created by virtue of the project itself. You know, a $42 million highway project brings with it a certain number of jobs in the construction of the actual facility, and so those jobs are an immediate benefit, and then the completion of the project allows for the development of the land, as you noted.
Now, you sit on the House Transportation Committee, correct? How long have you been on that committee now?
I've served on Transportation Committee since the day I was elected in 2006.
Okay, and that's I don't know if people understand how beneficial that is to Northeastern Pennsylvania to have one of our representatives actually sitting on that Transportation Committee. Anything new happening down there? Anything that you want to touch on? There's a lot of stuff happening, but anything that you want to touch on as far as what's happening with the transportation side of things here that would impact Northeastern Pennsylvania?
Well, I will simply say that at this moment in time, transportation is a hot button issue. There is a real need to do a transportation funding bill in our state. You know, a project like this, as worthy as it is, waited many years before we had the money necessary to complete it. And so I think there are projects throughout the state, in District 4, in our region, but also throughout the state, that demand a more speedy attention than the attention that we can give to projects now because of the limited funding. So I understand that it's a sensitive subject, that folks are nervous about increased fees or taxes, but the reality is our transportation network is in dire need of repair, and we have certain projects that are new capacity projects that must be done, and so we really do have to have an examination of the money necessary and available to PennDOT to be able to do projects like this throughout the state.
And let me just say, on behalf of PennDOT, I know that we work with your office, with Ron, with you quite a bit, and you guys are always extremely responsive to anything that we need and working with us, and we really appreciate that, and I know that the folks watching and the folks in this area appreciate your work on the Transportation Committee down there and making sure that we have, I mean, people, you drive over roads and bridges all the time, and I think people don't understand how important it is to have a good road network here for economic development, but just for getting back and forth safely to where we need to go. So appreciate your work and what you're doing down there in Harrisburg on the Transportation Committee.
Well, I'll simply add that a project like this is not district specific. The people that will use this facility live all over the region, and so it really has nothing to do particularly with any single legislative district. This is a regional project. It'll be a regional asset, and it'll be used by people who live in Lackawanna, Luzerne, and the surrounding counties, as well as the truck traffic that comes from all regions of the country. So I appreciate the partnership that I have with PennDOT, both the people in Dunmore and in Harrisburg. It's been very productive, and I look forward to a great relationship in the future.
Good. Mike, thanks so much.
You,
appreciate your
appreciate
work.
it.
Coming up next, we're going to talk with Chris Tomaszewski and talk about some of the nuts and bolts on this project, and to actually describe what it is that will be taking place here. Right behind me is going to be one of 3 new roundabouts, which will be a new thing for our area, and we'll talk about what this road will look like once it's all complete.